So I think we left off at the dogmatic Theotokian, I think, of Plagal 2. And I think what we'll do is we can start with that because I'd like to finish that out. And then I thought,
Plagal 2 out?
yeah, I thought John was gonna be here because I was talking to him.
Yeah, he didn't. Oh, really?
Yeah, I was talking to him last night about it, and he said he'd like to join us. So we'll see. We'll see if he comes. But yeah, I figure we'll finish out the dogmatic Theotokian and then hopefully finish out all of brief Plagal second mode, and then fill up the rest of the time if we have any extra time with the Blessed is the Man and or the Churbican.
Oh, okay.
So, and then next week we'll start something new. Yeah.
Something long.
Yeah, the long versions of things. Okay.
Or maybe the music to the Pan-Orthodox.
Oh yeah, exactly. Or we can do the Akathist canon or something like that. I'm not sure if we're doing that every week or if we're just doing it the first week. According to the calendar, I'm not sure how up to date the calendar is. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but the Akathist canon. If we are doing it,
I haven't done that for a while.
Yeah, if we are doing it, it'd be nice. Last year it was just Patricia and me. It'd be nice if we had more.
There he is.
Hello. Welcome.
More what?
If we had more like you know how we were doing like for the for Holy Week, you know, when we had more people.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get Eugene and Katie and Ho and anyone else who would be interested as well, because the music's all typeset.
Yeah, like we did last year, which we got a lot of compliments on.
Yeah.
Which version did you use?
Mine.
Yours?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you moved on.
Is that on your site?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, although I want to
Thank you.
update it and add like a version 1.2,
page
because there's
308.
I did version 1.0,
So you
1.1,
finished all
and
four,
there's a
installed
few
it.
little nuances that I'd like to change,
It was
but
very
we'll see if I actually change it.
All right. Well, but pretty much what's out there is what you're gonna use.
Yeah, it'd only be like one or two notes here and there.
Okay, that's not a problem. I miss more than that normally.
No, yeah, the noise
Yeah,
or
exactly.
the
A couple
signal
notes,
noise,
what the hell?
Yeah, it's all the same. Yeah, so John, we're just gonna start at the dogmatic Theotokian there.
It's 308.
Yeah.
Oh, it's way up. Wow.
Yep.
You're almost done with this.
Yep.
We-
We'll
We're gonna
finish it.
tonight.
And you're really speeding through this.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, they're brief.
I won't be here next Monday. I'll be in Philadelphia. It's a 3-day weekend.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, next Monday for this.
Yeah,
Okay.
for this, yeah.
I was thinking about going to Philadelphia myself. I don't know.
Yeah, all the cool people are going to Philly.
A lot of snow up there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it depends what happens on Wednesday, Thursday, or whatever.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, it shouldn't last longer there.
Oh, there's something happening?
People keep telling me there's gonna be snow.
Oh, I want to get up to New York and
snow
visit
is-
Sister Deborah.
Snow is predicted for Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
Wednesday night, going into Thursday.
They don't melt
Okay.
But they don't know whether it's going to be snow or rain.
or sleet.
But
or-
Philadelphia will most likely get snow.
Okay.
In New York.
In New
Where I'm
York.
heading on Friday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well then, it'll be over.
Yeah, God. It'll be clear, but New York can deal with.
We're supposed to have a
inshallah. Okay, so we'll start with this glory both now, and then I would like to just sing through it
All right.
with the words, and we'll see how it goes. And then we'll go back to note names for different things. But I'm just curious for a longer piece, see how this goes, just sight reading. All right. Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, both now and ever, and unto the ages of ages. Amen. Who would not call thee blessed, O holy Virgin? Who would not praise thine untravailing giving of birth for the only begotten Son, who shone forth from the Father timelessly, hath come forth from thee, the pure one, having become ineffably incarnate, being our sake. Not that he was divided into two persons, but that he is known into unmingled natures. Him do thou beseech, O august and all blessed one, to have mercy on our souls. Cool. Any difficulties there?
Not really.
No. What was the Apikima? I just forgot.
Oh, well, I didn't do the right one, but.
Oh, it doesn't.
Because I don't know. I don't really intend this one. Let me look what it is.
Doesn't matter. No, just
It does
I'm
matter.
trying to figure out.
Nechia. Wait. Nechianes.
So it's sort of like how it ends.
The difficulty there is that your starting note is normally on the, because your basis note is the.
Mm-hmm.
So oftentimes we just go ne,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like I did neones. But I have done that before with a chanter who knows what they're doing, and they're like, that was the wrong intonation.
You were out of the.
It's like, but it got us there, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think they have shortened forms for some of the Apikima, don't they?
Oh yeah.
So that might be it. Net.
But this one,
Ne-
nechianes.
And the short form is net.
I know that's the short form.
Oh, that is the short form.
Well, that's the brief version of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, at least on the list from St. Anthony's, that's the short form. I'll have to listen and see if John
Oh,
Michael
you just
Boyer
did those
does.
two notes, just so I have it in my head.
Oh.
You did two notes.
Neones.
Okay,
Or what I did before was also ne, and that just gives you your
it
the.
gives you the
Yeah.
the.
And normally, whenever you do that, some ne tells you it's the soft chromatic, something like that. At least with the people that I've been around. So.
Can we do that again, except a tempo maybe?
Sure, yeah. So glory to the Father, both now and then the thing. Glory to the Father and to the Son and to the Holy Spirit, both now and ever, and unto the ages of ages. Amen. Who would not call thee blessed, O Holy Virgin? Who would not praise thine untrailing giving of birth? For the only begotten Son, who shone forth from the Father timelessly, hath come forth from thee, the pure one, having become ineffably incarnate, being God by nature, and becoming man by nature for our sake. Not that he was divided into two persons, but that he is known into unmingled natures. Him do thou beseech, O august and all blessed one, to have mercy on our souls. The question is, how do you do the end? Because the way that it is written is souls. This is
Yeah.
kind of fast. I don't know.
Kind of what?
Fast.
Oh.
Souls. So if we're together,
Mhm.
we can do that.
Right.
But if anyone else jumps in, let's say from a congregation, it's always going to be soul. Like it's going to slow down and not be that dun dun dun. It's not going to have that rhythm. But let's just do the end just to get that rhythm. Him do thou beseech. The penultimate of the penultimate. Third line from the bottom. Him do thou beseech, O our God, and all blessed one, to have mercy on our souls. Yep. Cool. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. How do people feel on that one? It sounded fine to me. All right. Hey, brief Postica. When else do we sing this one? You can read it.
No, Pascha. This is the.
Yeah, it's Pascha. Yep.
What? Oh. Oh.
Yeah. So and it's very like,
Tone, yeah, Byzantine or whatever. I guess it's tone 6.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. At least all the churches I've been, they always do it. They always do it the Obicod version.
Yeah.
Even the Antiochian church did it the Obicod
Oh, is
version
that right?
because the choir did it.
Mhm.
Yeah. When I forget how the words work for that one. I have these words in my head now. But yeah. So yeah, this is done Pascha for that procession. Okay. Cool. Then let's do the note names for this one. The Kegadi, Kegadi, Kezon, Kedi, Vigamu, Kedi, Zor, Kedi, Gadi, Kedi, Gamu, Kedi, Kezon, Zor, Kedi, Gadi, Zoni, Zor, Keni, Zor, Kedi, Gavu, Pagavu. Alright. Alright, let's sing with the words. Angels in the heavens, O Christ our Savior, praise thy resurrection with hymns. Demas also, who are on earth, worthy to glorify thee with a pure heart. Cool.
Different feel.
Yep.
Pascha.
Yep. Which
It's
I
always the Russians are
Yeah.
so slow when they sing this.
Yeah.
It's just
The angels in the heavens. And oh, glorify. Yeah.
It's all that, but it's so slow and it's
Yeah.
refreshing to hear this one.
Yep. Yeah, this is a little bit more. Well, it's funny. At least in the Greek version, at the Greek churches that I've been to, from the Lamentations, the way at least the one Greek church, and this could be completely wrong for other Greek churches, but they did them white vestments and the lights on. It wasn't these funeral dirges. These were because Lamentations, at least according to the people that I've talked to, Lamentations are these hymns of victory. You know, the Engomia were done by like when you bring back someone from battle, you bring them back carried on this plank,
Huh.
you know, as your victor, and you chant these hymns of victory around him. So we're chanting these hymns of victory to Christ, which is completely the opposite of how the Russians
This
do
is
it.
the Holy Saturday Lamentations?
Yeah, Holy Friday evening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Which Lamentations is for some people it's a bad translation because other people, the Greeks, seem to translate it praises.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, which I'm not sure if that's I don't know what Engomia means.
Engomia means praises.
Yeah. So
it's the same as Amy.
yeah.
Huh.
So which
Yeah, that
gives
is
you
interesting. I never thought of it that way.
which if you think of it from like the ancient world perspective, one of the Greek chanters who is very schooled in the in ancient world things. I don't know how to say it. Classics. He was talking about all these.
Well, because they carried their dead warriors on shields when they came back from battle.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how they got it. And instead of.
Well,
and also maybe sort of as a victory.
What it is it's exactly that. But I think he also said that if you had like a champion of like like in the not in the Olympics, but in some sort of like arena, then you brought them back like that, singing hymns of victory. So it was also hearkening back to that like a victor in
Yeah, that.
in
this
athletic
is- The
competitions.
Olympics, Pindar the poet was the one who wrote the great eulogies to all the athletes.
Mm.
And they actually had statutes of their winner athletes from each city.
Yeah.
And Pindar would write these,
Ah.
what we call lamentations, which are actually praises.
Yeah. So
Right? That's probably where he's singing.
yeah. So then it's interesting because the Russians, at least up until you're banging on the door, it's still really sad and really
Right.
mournful. Whereas at least at the one Greek church I was at, it was not that way. Like they'd already won the victory. you know.
Yeah, yeah.
All of
So-
them shouting.
Yeah.
Well, interesting.
So yeah. Okay. Next, and let's do that one again or keep
Yeah.
going. Pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. So that might be why it's kind of upbeat. I don't know. The Lord is King. Nay. The Lord is King. He is clothed with majesty. The Lord is clothed with no. The Lord is clothed with strength, and He hath girt Himself. Let's do words, yeah. Having crushed the brazen gates and shattered the bars of Hades, as omnipotent God, thou didst raise up the fallen race of man. Wherefore also we cry out with one accord, Thou who art risen from the dead, Lord, glory be to Thee. Cool. Let's do it one more time, just a
Yeah.
little faster. From The Lord is King. Nay. The Lord is King, He is clothed with majesty. The Lord is clothed with... the same thing as last time.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Did the
Doesn't
same
that
thing.
go up?
No, it doesn't. It's an E song. The Lord
That's
is.
why.
Yep.
I'm the fault. I'm
I
sorry.
did it too.
Oh.
And that is, I mean,
It
it's...
does look deceiving.
Yeah, and I also want to go, the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you gotta resist,
Gotta
resist,
wait.
resist the passions, you
Yeah.
know, stick to the music. The Lord is King. The Lord is King, He is clothed with majesty. The Lord is clothed with strength, and He hath girt Himself. Having crushed the brazen gates and shattered the bars of Hades, as omnipotent God, Thou didst raise up the fallen race of man. Wherefore also we cry out with one accord, Thou who art risen from the dead, Lord, glory be to Thee.
Oh, much better.
Cool. All right. Verse number 3, opposed to number 3. Let's do the
It's a long one.
let's do the note names with this one. Oh wait, it is long.
Yay.
So was that yay for long or is that yay for?
Yay for long.
Okay. Good.
Oh.
This weekend has made me greedy now.
So this one's nice. It's funny the slow version of this. It seems to go on and on because it is slow and then it's also long. But it's very nice. Let's do note names and then let's do the words right after that. So name, for He established the world, which shall not be shaken. Sorry, I gotta remember what note
Oh,
we're
do we
starting
start?
on.
We go right in.
Vi ga di ke zo ke vi di zo ni zo ke vi ga wu ke vi ga di ke zo ke vi ga wu ke vi ga di ke zo ke zi ga di ni zo ke vi ga di ke di ke zo zo ke di ke di ga vo zo ke di ga di ke zo ke di ke di ga vo pa vu ga di ke di ke di ke di ke zo ke di ga di ke di ga vo ga di ga ke di ga vo ke di ke zo zo ke di ga vo ke di zo ke di ga ke di ga vo ga vo. All right. Little difficulty in there. Not very much though. I mean, it was much better than last week. I think that we were just stumbling all over this one. Yes.
Oh,
So, the one thing I think you were laughing, Jeff, and so was I. But on master on the previous page, pa vu ga di ke di ke di ke di.
yeah, I know. What is this predominance of K? It reaches K. Is
Yeah.
that typical of all of them?
Di ke zo di ke di ga vu ke di. There's a lot of K. More than other ones. I don't know. I can't really say more than that.
No, I just,
Yeah.
just went K.
Yep, there's a lot of K there. And mostly because this is brief. So when in doubt, you're allowed to use a Nissan. If you use a Nissan, you're not really breaking rules. So di ke di ke ga vu ke di. So a lot of these are very short formulas. So in order to link them, either you start making little melodies of your own, or you just put a Nissan in there and just put. It's just kind of da 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 dun dun da dun 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 dun. So, verse number 3, posting on number 3, with the words. Nay, for he established the world, which shall not be shaken, wishing to set aright our former mutability. Christ is nailed to the cross and laid in the grave. Seeking him with tears, the myrrh-bearing women spake with lamentations. Woe unto us, O Saviour of all! How didst thou deign to dwell in the grave? And having deigned to dwell therein, how wast thou stolen? How wast thou removed? What place hath hidden thy life-bearing body? Yeah. Oh, that was my fault. We went to K, yeah. How wast thou removed? What place hath hidden thy life-bearing body? But, O Master, reveal thyself to us as thou didst promise, and cause our tearful lament to cease. And as they grieved, an angel cried out to them, cease your lamentation, and tell the apostles that the Lord is risen, granting unto the world forgiveness and great mercy. Alright, let's do it one more time. And I was thinking about it, Patricia, we did a lot of music and a lot of A lot of longer things and a lot of new
Yeah.
stuff too.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
it
there was a
was-
lot.
Oh, I was blissed out.
All right.
Shaking by the time I left church.
It was-
just between Vespers and Matins, it was just.
It was a
Incredible.
good time.
Mhm.
And it's pretty much, especially with Reader's Vespers, with the way that we did it, there was like no pause. All we did was
Yeah.
music. The entire service was just
No break,
strictly
yeah.
music.
Mhm.
A lot of music. So
It's like a liturgy when he doesn't do the sermon, like he's
Yeah.
expecting that. I want to sit, sit down for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
was like
wanna
right into the.
Oh no, you just get into the zone with the Byzantine, and you're just
Yeah.
going and going.
Well,
and
it's funny
going.
because what I noticed, especially with a lot of the things, if you don't have it memorized, you're looking at the music and you're reading the music, and it's a lot of words,
Mhm.
and you zone out, and you almost forget that there's people there,
Yeah.
and so
Mhm.
any,
Well, you got to because
Well,
you're
yeah.
sight reading.
well, and
But
it's,
no, but other
There
people.
can't be no distractions.
They're like no audience. It's just like I was so zoned into the notes and the music and what was going on, and listening to Nick to make sure that I
Mhm.
wasn't skittered
Yeah.
off into dangerous heresy and all this
Yeah.
stuff. That
and you stop, yeah.
and especially since the way it was lit, because we didn't really have the lights on, so
Yeah.
it was just this dark place and just the light on from the
Cool.
chanter's stand.
Yeah, and it's an interesting thing that you forget that there are people around,
Mhm.
which is good because then it's kind of just like we're not singing for the people.
But I think there was at one point when we ended, I can't remember if it was the first or the second, it was just the quiet
Mhm.
in the church was just like this hush that came over. It was just, it was
Yeah.
amazing.
It was nice.
It was nice, yeah.
So Apostica number 3, and sometimes it's lights. Sometimes lights do that. I've
Mhm.
noticed that when we had a power outage in Pittsburgh, our priest was like, well, we're still gonna do the service, so we did it all by candlelight,
Mhm.
and it was like nothing else. And everyone else said, can we do that again? And our priest said no. Next time there's a power outage. But it was so different to do anything just by candlelight
Mhm.
with no lights at
Mhm.
all, because it's very dark, even with the candles. So, all right, wishing to set it right. Let's do for he established, and then right into it. Nay, for he established the world, which shall not be shaken, wishing to set aright our former mutability. Christ is nailed to the cross and laid in the grave. Seeking him with tears, the myrrh-bearing women spake with lamentation. Woe unto us, O Saviour of all! How didst thou deign to dwell in the grave? And having deigned to dwell therein, how wast thou stolen? How wast thou removed? What place hath hidden thy life-bearing body? But, O Master, reveal thyself to us as thou didst promise, and cause our tearful lament to cease. And as they grieved, an angel cried out to them, cease your lamentation, and tell the apostles that the Lord is risen, granting unto the world forgiveness and great mercy. Cool.
Makes sense. Well, lamentation here is not the same as the lamentations you were talking about.
I don't think so.
It's a different word here.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Threnos.
Okay.
Threnos, which is really grief,
Okay.
as opposed to praise.
Right.
So
Huh. Yeah,
but we
complete.
don't have different words here like that.
Yeah.
We don't use it.
Oh, and just to let you know, we got the approval to switch tones, so do the evens instead.
Oh yeah.
So,
When's
yeah.
that gonna start?
I don't know. It depends.
What?
Wait,
we
right
gotta
now.
we gotta do tone 5 one more time.
Okay, so we can actually do the
Yes, exactly.
in the Red Sea.
For Vespers?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And actually, Father David, he was like, in his email, he was like, I was wondering when you would ask that. So he was waiting for it. So
What about Matins?
what about Matins?
You said it was gonna start in March, has that
Yeah,
still?
March
You
March
doing
1st.
Matins?
March
You're gonna
1st?
do
Oh really?
a
Gonna start those
vigil,
up again?
full village?
No. Well, it just
Oh,
morning,
sorry.
in the morning, yeah.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
I'll join you guys then.
Yeah.
Kind of different.
No, it'd be
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, can you just see Eleni loses half the choir because we don't wanna do Sunday morning because we wanna do Matins.
Mhm.
I've already told her that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We can discuss that online.
Okay.
I won't say anything on video.
Okay.
But yeah, no. It's yeah, it's a nice service.
Mhm.
Uh,
It is.
I really enjoy Matins, and it's,
Yeah, I don't even know how it's structured, so
Yeah.
it'd be new.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
yeah.
That's gonna be in
Uh,
March, you said? Like for
yeah,
Lent or something?
yeah. So we did it this week, but then next week is a Parastas, and then following week is an Akathis that we've been told to do, and then after that,
Yeah.
all throughout Lent. So, verse number 4, Apostica number 4. Let's just sing these with the words. Nay, holiness becometh thy house, O Lord, unto length of days, being crucified as thou didst will, O Christ, and despoiling death by thy burial as God. Thou didst rise on the third day with glory, granting unto the world unending life and great mercy. Let's do it one more time
Yeah.
since it's short. It's just,
Now I'm
Didn't
resting.
negotiate the page very well either.
Yeah.
This below life,
Soft chromatic there.
soft chromatic.
Although it
Are
doesn't-
we singing soft chromatic?
No, it's hard. Or-
I thought
on
this
world.
was soft.
On world.
Yeah.
So, just for that.
Yep.
But
On
we're
world it
singing-
goes into
we're
diet-
singing soft chromatic.
Soft chromatic, and then on world it goes into diatonic.
Oh, into the deep.
Yep. No, just
No,
diatonic.
Oh, diatonic.
The
Switching.
world unto unending life. So,
Okay,
and then it'd
yes,
be
it's switching.
and great mercy, because
Okay,
the
so
pa
it's
in,
going to diatonic. It's not.
yeah, the pa in
going
soft
deeper.
chromatic is lower than we would, than we normally sing it. So there they just switch out of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make
Right,
sense?
switches out of soft chromatic to diatonic and back into soft chromatic
Mhm.
for the ending, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do one more time. Verse number 4, Apostica number 4. Nay, holiness becometh thy house, O Lord, unto length of days, being crucified as thou didst will, O Christ, and despoiling death by thy burial as God. Thou didst rise on the third day with glory, granting unto the world unending life and great mercy. Nice. And you're navigating all those and great mercy and those other things very nicely. Cool. Let's finish it out. Glory both now with the Apostica Theotokian. This is a very commonly used Theotokian because the way that Vespers is structured, if you have a big saint, depending upon their rank of sainthood, how well they're known essentially, not how good of a saint they are, but how well they're known globally and how many hymns have been written because people knew them so well that they were like, oh man, I'm gonna write something too. So then they have a lot of hymns written. So then for Vespers, you get Great Vespers, and then you get the dogmatic Theotokian, which are the ones we've been singing here, for them for the entrance, and they get an entrance, and they get that dogmatic Theotokian. If they're big enough as well, they also get this Apostica Theotokian. And for some reason, a lot of the glories for the saints, the Doxastica, all the glory hymns that are written, they're in Plagal of the second mode. So the Apostica, whatever it is, the Theotokian always follows the tone of whatever the hymn before it is.
Oh, so this gets sung a lot. Oh, is that
This
right?
gets sung
So
out.
no matter what the tone of the week is,
No matter what the turn of the week.
if the Apostica Theotokian is to the saint is, or what do you call it? Yeah,
Yeah. So the glory.
the glory.
Yeah.
If that's in tone 6, then this is in tone 6.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yep.
interesting.
Yeah. And for the Apostica in general,
I never
it
noticed
always
that.
follows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Apostica Theotokian is always following whatever glory,
I
whatever
see.
the tone of the glory is. So, and if there's no glory, then it follows the previous hymn, which is tone of the week. So
all of the great saints are tone 6.
a lot of them are. Yeah.
So you
Or
you
tone
switch
4.
like last night. You
Yeah.
switched.
Last night
You
was tone.
switched to somebody switched. You did to 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because nobody
Well,
would have done that or known to do that.
Haralambos, yeah, his hymns are
to
in.
switch to another tone. So that
Yeah.
was good that you pointed out.
Yeah, Haralambos, he starts with Plagal 2, but then his glory is tone 4. So then, and he got the dogmatic Theotokian of tone 4.
Oh,
Um,
gee, I'm mixing. Okay.
yeah.
I thought it was always 6. Make it easy.
Yeah, I mean,
It gets 4.
Except when
That-
it's not.
I changed the tone halfway through, so I hope someone noticed.
No, I
Hopefully
know you
John
did.
noticed.
I
John
noticed,
Yeah.
but I didn't know why. But
Yeah.
I figured you had a good reason.
Yeah, yeah.
But I thought
Now
there were
you
always
heard the
6.
reason.
Now, but it's 4. It depends.
Well,
on what-
okay, so they.
Sorry, I don't want to keep talking.
Well, we'll discuss this later on, but the hymns that so the saint has certain hymns that they begin with. Lord, I have cried is always in the hymns of the or in the tone of the hymns that follow. No.
Oh,
It's
Okay.
it's sometimes in the tone of the week.
oh.
We'll get to that. It is.
guess
I think
we'll
if I have like a specific example, then it would probably make sense. Like varying usage cases. Would that be helpful at some point? To say, like,
guess
when it works
probably
in
is very,
different ways.
probably a little beyond what we need right now, but that's good to know.
Mhm.
I thought it was always the tone of the week.
No, so
I do.
Lord,
So,
so Lord,
so
I
we know.
Lord, I
I
have
know,
cried.
know.
Lord, I have
I feel like
cried
we
is
learn something new every time.
yeah. Lord, I have cried is always done in the tone of the first hymn that you're gonna sing for the saint or for whatever. So if the saint is big enough, they have a whole bunch of hymns written for them. So then you follow whatever their tone is in.
Whatever it's.
If they don't have enough hymns, then you add something for the day, which then is the tone of the week. In the case of the resurrection, you always start with the tone of the week, because
Right.
the resurrection trumps everything, unless it's a feast of the master.
Okay, you're talking about like
So,
mid,
so
you're talking about
basically,
Mm-hmm.
the Saturday night,
weekday.
or the
Weekday.
Saturday morning.
Saturday night.
Actually, it's Sunday morning, whatever you choose to, well, Saturday night.
Well, Saturday
The
night.
Vespers,
the
the
Vespers,
resurrection
yeah.
Vespers, would always be the tone of the week.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and unless it's a feast of the master,
Oh, yeah, right.
and then it trumps. Then everything else gets pushed aside because it's a feast of the master, which presentation of Christ is not.
It's not. It's just we learned last week.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, wait, that is a mess.
No,
What is that?
It's- it's a weird-
Let me tell you why.
So
Oh,
yeah,
I
this-
guess I didn't know either. I'm sorry, I don't.
it's a combined feast of.
I thought it was.
No, we had-
It is Theotokian partly. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of the hymnology, but I
Apparently
thought it was
there's enough
one of the
Theotokos
Lord's
in it,
feasts. You know, when you
Mhm.
divide them into.
It deletes
But-
the master.
But as far as I can tell,
not.
it's not one of the biggest feasts of the master because it's
No,
split with
no.
the Mother of God.
Right, it is
and
connected.
and at the liturgy, it's the hymns to the Mother of God, and it's like I will say the cup of salvation is for the Mother of God. The little verses that are interspersed are for the Mother of God. It's always her verses are interspersed there. So it's a weird thing that it's not
Look
normal.
at the calendar, see if
That's very.
any such feasts fall on Saturdays this year.
Yeah. So, but like let's say
Well, Sunday, I guess.
Whatever.
if it's theophany,
I don't know what there are.
everything gets trumped.
Okay. So
Christmas
I think
gets
that's
trumped.
a lesser of the Lord's feast.
I'll have to look at the actual like how it's written out, whether
That's interesting.
how it's classified. But I'll double check that.
No, because I know from the hymnology it's mostly the Bogorodice, the Virgin,
Yep.
Theotokos, I should say.
Yeah.
But I noticed from the hymnology, I didn't realize it was considered her.
Yeah.
holiday. It's-
Yeah, it's a weird thing like that. So, all right. Let's with the words or with the note names. I'll give you guys the option.
Words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, straight through glory both now. Straight
maybe
into
a
my
little
Creator
slow.
and Redeemer.
Yeah.
Next, glory to the Father and to the Son and to the Holy Spirit, both now and ever, and unto the ages of ages. Amen. My Creator and Redeemer, Christ the Lord, came forth from thy womb, O all pure one. Being enclothed with me, he freed Adam from the ancient curse. Wherefore, O all pure one, to thee, the true Mother of God and Virgin, do we unceasingly cry out, the angels greeting, rejoice. Rejoice, O Lady, protection and shelter, and salvation of our souls. my Creator and Redeemer, Christ the Lord came forth from thy womb, O all pure one. Being enclothed with me, he freed Adam from the ancient curse. Wherefore, O all pure one, to thee, the true Mother of God and Virgin, do we unceasingly cry out the angels' greeting, rejoice. Rejoice, O Lady, protection and shelter, and salvation of our souls. Cool. Any questions there? Cool. And thus ends Plagal of the second mode, the brief version at least. All right, so next week we'll do. I guess since we
Were you
did.
here for any of it?
I think I missed
Coming
all
to?
of 3
Yeah.
weeks I missed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right, because we did that like in a.
Well,
Yeah, that was
I
really
have to
good.
say, last week, because I didn't know about the parish meeting, and I wasn't sure, so I figured I'd
Okay.
stick with the I was sick and refused to.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
But
well,
I
you're
didn't know
gonna-
what the
You
parish
can pick up the
meetings-
long,
I didn't know if you were in the, are you in the council?
no, he is.
I am.
He is.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
we moved it to 6:30.
Because I was not sure if I'd make, because I had something before that.
Okay,
I
yeah.
just skipped it.
That's fine. I mean, like it was pretty
Yeah.
easy. Especially Plagal, especially tone to brief. It's hard chromatic, but it's really the same thing over and over and over
Yeah.
again. It's really not.
That's sort of what we've done in hard chromatic. Keep it in hard chromatic.
Yeah.
I mean, before when we did that,
Kind of,
Yeah.
except like it's all on her.
it's a deviation from diatonic.
Yeah, but this one's even easier because it's brief, really straightforward and to the point. Blessed is the man or the true him. So yeah, 750.
All right, yeah, sure we can.
True him. All right.
You wanna start from the beginning, or do you wanna do? You wanna pick it up from someplace? I can't remember how far we got.
Let's at least sing from the beginning, and then I think we got to the first line of the second thing. I mean,
Yeah, I gotta do
Yeah.
line. I have stuff written beyond that, but I don't think we got that far.
Something new?
I don't know if you have this. This is something he.
Oh,
Yeah, I have more. I think.
Oh, I don't, well, if you don't.
I think I do.
I think you emailed this to us.
Yeah, I did.
and I brought
Oh yeah, that's right. I have color because I printed it out.
Yeah.
That's
But
why.
I
so.
did bring copies, but I think I took them out of my HP bag. Wait, Yeah, Oh, wait.
Oh, you
There you
do?
go.
There we are.
Is that, if it's your last, I'll,
That is my last.
no, I don't wanna take your last.
I don't need it.
Okay.
I'm reading off the digital copy.
Thank you. All right.
All right. So
Oh, these are hard.
Yes.
Wait, I
It's
determined
Yes,
that
I was
always
starting to
hard.
feel very cocky with that last bit, so I wanted
No,
something to
these-
bring me back down to earth.
Yeah.
This is it.
so I believe we got up to we got up to at least the first line on the second page.
I think you're right. I think we got to the end of cherubim.
Yeah.
Yes, I have the little thing. So.
Yeah, and so chant.
Aha.
Yeah, chant gets fun.
Yes.
Okay, let's start from the beginning, sing up to there, and see how we do. Ananes,
Ooh.
Are you getting good?
I fell off an us.
Okay.
What part of us?
Oh.
There's
Oh,
multiple
the
S's.
last part of us, yeah. Oh, when you, let us, no, that's the last us.
Start on that left. So that starts on me. So
The second line?
Yeah.
was that?
See, I'm humbled.
All
This
right.
is a good thing.
Is that the speed it's supposed to be sung at?
No, we'd
Is
sing it a little
always-
faster. Probably. La, la, yeah, it's kind of a. I wouldn't sing it very much more fast than that, because then it's like, which is not a
Sure,
terrific
it's
hymn.
supposed to be slow.
Which, if you look at, it says, at least according to Papa Frem, it says 76 beats per minute. So, at the top of it. But when I've sung them, it's which then is slow enough that I think it's slow enough to give people the idea, like, to remove themselves from anything and to give an otherworldly, you know, like this is specifically to remove people from the world, and so it's just slow enough to bring them out of that, you know. They can't really, I don't know. So I think that's a good tempo. Let's see, 76. Let's see. That's 50. Okay. That's 79. I'm gonna disagree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that doesn't give it the majesty. That's only if you see the priest coming out and you're like, da 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 da. We're done. Yeah, which I have done before. Yeah, I think that's kind of fast. Okay. So did you want to go over represent at all, or keep going?
Do you think we need to go over represent? Oh, which, the first one?
Yeah, the first page. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
From Mystically or from represent?
Represent.
Mystically.
Oh, mixed. Okay.
Oh, because look at that Dugorgon.
Yep.
Over the little dooflotchy thing.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Dugorgon.
So where? Oh, from Mystic.
Who? From who?
Who?
Yeah. And what I'm doing on Mystically, which is not how it's written, but normally how it's sung, and then Tickly, which is not how it's written either. Tickly, as opposed to Tickly.
The ladder's the way it's written.
Hmm?
The ladder is the way it's written.
No, the latter is how I interpret it.
Oh.
Tickly. That's how written.
Oh.
I don't like how he broke
You-
up represent.
You fluctuate the voice and leave? Or just no, actually, it's just, no.
Opposed to
No, it's
represent.
probably not.
wait,
You
say it
don't
again.
fluctuate.
Oh,
He going instead. He's breaking up rep re as opposed to rep free.
oh, because of dictionaries.
No, it should have been the slash should be between the R and the P, the E and the P.
Between the E and the
P.
Nope. Not according to the dictionary.
No way.
Represent.
No.
And that's
Oh.
that's normally. I've had a lot of people actually comment sometimes when we're singing music, and they're like,
Right.
"Why would they put the N there?" They're like, "But we don't sing the N until the next thing." It's like, well, that's how the dictionary separates into syllables,
The
and
dictionary, really?
in music you always separate it at least by what the dictionary says.
Oh.
Unless it's an orthodox word which has no dictionary definition.
I think you're right.
No, I'm looking at a dictionary right now. I mean,
Is
at
it-
least
it
the
really? They
at least the
separated
Apple-
P, that's not
at
how
least
you
the
learned
Apple
grammar
dictionary.
school.
Apple. Oh,
Oh.
I
and
can
it's
get it.
hipster way of.
Let me get a different
Oh, okay.
dictionary.
Yeah.
No,
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 this
this is actually not the Apple dictionary. This is a different dictionary. This is the Oxford one, I guess.
Like Funkin' one.
Oh.
I don't
Say
know.
about that.
Oh, not Oxford. You're letting me down.
No, because I don't know what, because there's also the Apple dictionary which I could choose,
Mhm.
and they also do it the same way.
Well, I guess that's that.
No, actually I'm not sure what dictionary that is. I'll have to look and see what Apple uses. You can, I'm pretty sure represent.
Okay.
But we can see.
Trust you. I trust you completely and totally.
That's it.
You are my fearless leader.
we can double check it though. Okay, let's go with the cherubim, and yeah, we'll see how far we go. Thy Shall we do that again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
the D-gorgon,
Oh.
the gorgon, the two gorgons,
Yep.
it's just, that is really, and the cherubim is really funky little
You know,
Yeah.
rhythm.
what's this? Is it Argon? That's the reverse Gorgon?
Yep.
Reverse.
Yes, it's,
Yeah.
I keep on wanting. I mean, I guess it's just because that first one has a, what is it? A plasma, the thing that gives another beat.
yeah, it has the plasma and
Where are we?
The thing that gives
it
that.
acts as a
The
word.
plasma?
Yeah, is that what it is? That I'm
The
trying to think of
The
the
apo-
word.
the sideways
plasma-
apostrophe?
Yeah, the apostrophe.
Yep, yep.
The argon acts as if it were a gorgon and a plasma.
Well, no, it doesn't.
But it does.
The-
That's what my notes say.
Oh, because it's got the plasma on the
Exactly. And for
apostrophe
some
voice.
reason now I've internalized that's what it does, but that's not what it does.
No.
So,
Yeah.
like, I keep on like holding that first one
In
too long.
the third line.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, the third line, the middle of the third line.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's not what it does.
No. In fact, I've got it written correctly above it, and I still saying it wrong.
Well, how would you do that? That's the end of the second line you're talking.
Yeah. Well, it's just
Because I'm
this.
thinking, how long do you hold it? That's
You
what
just
I'm
hold it
saying.
for half because basically this does this. Or actually, that's not right either. This is two.
But there's no gorgon. It's just. Okay. I don't know. I don't want.
It basically, well, yeah. Basically, does it like that. So basically, that gets a half, and this is now two.
Okay, That's
That's all
okay.
we're
It's
saying.
like adding a beat.
Yeah, kind of.
Mhm.
That's what that's why.
Keep
But
doing
it's
it wrong.
not right either. I mean, it's a definition.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. And I checked another dictionary, at least dictionary.com, and they do represent.
Referee.
See,
Yeah.
you've learned something back too. We've all
But I'm
learned
going
all
to another
kinds of things
dictionary.
tonight, man. This
So
has
much-
been like a really,
So much for my elementary.
this has been a really dense hour.
We always take RE
No,
was
I-
supposed to be separated from the rest of the word.
Mhm.
Hyphenated. We always
Proper syllabication
But
of
so much-
represent.
maybe it's
Oh,
not-
are you thinking because of represent?
That's what
Yeah.
she's
Yes,
saying.
that's
Oh.
Yeah,
That's what
my
I was-
Latin's kicking in.
Oh,
That's,
See, that's
it must
why.
not be a Latin word.
I don't
Where
know.
It
came
is. It
from.
is. It is.
Transitive verb.
It's a,
But
it's a
English
pure
ignores
Latin word.
everyone
However-
else that came
however,
before
we-
us.
Uh-huh.
We probably changed the rules after.
Yeah, the New World Dictionary. I wonder if the Brits
Represent.
do it differently.
Representare is the verb. Presentare.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Whatever you say.
I'm just
One
following
of the few
dictionaries.
things I have in life.
I'm just
You
following-
got that.
Wearing.
I just open up dictionaries.
Times are changing. Times are changing. The rules have changed.
You can have every other word.
The cherubim.
The cherubim, yeah. The
Yeah.
slower.
No, that's not good.
The Is that good?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
one more time.
Is it all?
And just
it
never
runs
stop.
like a
Just
half-
don't stop.
half of-
Keep going.
Like an, let me see, 8/12 or something.
Yeah.
That's
And then you
what
get the
it looks-
triplet.
It all
there.
runs, so just keep going.
Yeah, that's the thing. It just keeps.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Actually, it all made sense now.
It,
Yeah.
it did kind of, didn't it?
all
Okay,
came
I'm
together.
done. I've been humbled enough.
And on that note, yeah.
I know,
Is
but.
that enough? Is that enough? Would you like to hear it sung, kind of, by by
People know
someone?
what they're doing.
Well, not by me.
Where'd
But,
you find that?
well, this is up on St. Anthony's. They're doing the old version.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you hear,
Some of it's similar.
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
like I listened to that and I was trying to follow on the Byzantine. I thought, hey,
Yep. Yeah, there's things that you can tell that are the same, but
Right.
there's things that are not
It
the
also
same.
diverges.
Let's see.
I know you look at the Western notations, like, oh, that's not right either.
Let's see if they have.
I'm trying to figure out what it is.
I got it up here. I'm just
Oh.
wondering if they.
Where on the.
Yeah, they took it down from the Byzantine because they know it's not the same anymore. So I'll take it from the Western. This is Bacchaeus. That's where it diverges a little bit.
Yeah.
It'll get back into it. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. It's the Jones touch.
So that's different
Yeah.
there. I think cherubim is the same. So once we get there. Yeah, so he really rewrote some of this. I forgot.
I mean, that's gonna go a lot longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's a very long represent.
Yeah.
I wonder if he cut it down because of that.
Maybe.
Okay, so he doesn't.
that was pretty much it, yeah.
Yep. So, and then it's changed again.
Alright.
It changes there.
Well, that's
Yeah.
cool. I can like go to that little piece of it and practice
Yeah,
along with them.
just little fractions of it. Yeah. So, and that's Papa Frem from St. Anthony's
Oh, was it?
Monastery. Yeah.
What was the? Do you have someone doing the E-zone, or is that some machine?
It's him. It's someone else. It's another
It
monk.
sounds like
Because it sounds like a cello. It's a very strange
Yeah.
timbre. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of interesting.
Sometimes
Sounds
what
like
they
a
also
string
do, because I was talking to him about this, I was asking him